The night market has been a rough start for a lot of players, especially anyone hoping to take it on solo. The zone is tuned a lot harder than overland, and it's clearly built with grouping in mind. So today I've got 5 tips that should help you have a better time. If you've been struggling to find groups for the night market, you might be looking in the wrong place. The in-game group finder has a section specifically for the event zone. People are posting groups for everything in there. Daily quest runs, skirmishes, you name it. Read the listing before you join. Group leads spell out exactly what they're running and who they want. And if it's not a fit, scroll to the next one or refresh the listings. If you join a group and you can't actually see any of them, travel to someone in your group to join their instance. And if nothing matches what you're looking for, host your own. Casual brazen run, beginners welcome. Other players are looking for the exact same thing. Many are just nervous to be the one listing it. Remember that faction doesn't restrict who you can group with either. Mixed faction groups are completely fine. Don't filter yourself out of more people to play with. The next problem is knowing where to actually go. Aside from Group Finder, there are 2 tools to help you find where the action is. First, the map. The night market has multiple layers, the Starlit Plaza, and a separate map for each district. On Xbox, you can cycle them with the left and right bumpers. Wandering bosses show up on the map, and their icon visibly changes when they're already in combat. So if you see this, it means other players are nearby. Second, skirmishes. They're timed public events, 1 per district. And the boss menu has a hidden leaderboard menu that shows you exactly when they're active in your instance. These skirmishes are required for a relic splinter, and they're more challenging, so other players tend to show up. Be there when one starts, or form your own group for it when it's about to start. Relic splinters are used to create relics that give you access to unique traversal mechanics in each district. The Parch has sand walls that work as barricades, and the fan relic can be used to get through them. Sorrow's Friend has dark areas that will kill you on contact. The relic to walk through it is the lamp. And the relic for Skittering is the Spider Gauntlet, which gives you access to some areas you can't otherwise reach. All 3 relics are combined from splinter fragments. You'll pick most of them up off of bosses, but you can get 1 from your faction vendor and pull 1 more from the gold daily boxes. Use them as you pick them up to fill out your achievement and get the collectible. If you're dying to trash packs in the night market a lot, change up how you're traveling through the zone. You don't need to fight every pack. Sneak past them instead. Crouch up, hug walls, take a wide arc around a pack, and save yourself the death. Invisibility potions can help in tight choke points, but a fair warning, they don't break aggro mid-combat, so don't expect a potion to save you from a fight you've already started. Nightblades also have cloaking skills if you choose to be completely solo and just want to sneak past every fight to get to the objectives. Save those soul gems and respawns for the fights that actually matter. When you die in the night market, you can keep playing, and most people don't know it. When you go down in this zone, you don't get a normal respawn. You become a ghost up on the rooftop oasis safe zone. From there, you can drop off the roof and still interact with the world while you're a ghost. So if you die mid-quest with just 1 objective left, respawn, drop down as a ghost, and finish the interaction. And if your group's fighting a boss with a bunch of dead players on the ground, your ghost form lets you start picking people up before they have to wayshrine in themselves. Every district in the night market has its own set of boons, passive combat buffs you can use inside specifically the night market. They last about 15 minutes each, and they can stack. There are a few ways to earn them. Daring races, the timed traversal challenges, oddities, the puzzles you can find in each district, and wandering bosses drop them too. So if you've been getting flattened, try stacking a few boons, knock out a puzzle, or run a few races. Then try pushing some harder fights. All 3 districts have a daring race right near the entrance, and all 3 are easily collected. In the Skittering district, you'll find a lit brazier that you can synergize with. You want to run this fireball to one of the 3 outlined spider nests in the area, and synergize with it. After doing one, run back to the brazier and destroy the other 2 the same way. Be careful not to aggro too many enemies. With all 3 complete, you've finished your first daring race and get a little spider friend. When your spider dies in combat, he turns bright green, and you can synergize its dead body to let off a big poison explosion AoE. In the Parch, as you walk in, run to the right. You'll aggro the little group of enemies, but keep running to this door with a skull on it, and enter. Once you're inside, crouch under the lightning walls and make your way through the fire traps without touching anything. At the end, you'll pick up the lightning ball and head back out with the portal. This daring race gives you the Tempest Caller skill, which you might also recognize from the archive. Summoning a Tempest where you stand to deal some AoE lightning damage. And the daring race for Sorrow's friend is also right at the entrance, but this skill is the least useful of the 3. There are void tears you'll need to synergize, and after interacting with one, you'll need to use the outlines to find and interact with 4 more, quickly. With 5 tears closed, you'll get 1 more ability that allows you a second to breathe by jumping around the battlefield. But again, I'd go for the other 2 and skip this one. And here's one more tip before we wrap up. This one cuts your night market favor grind in half. There's a craftable beverage called the Tonic of Portent Favor. Drink one and you get a 100% bonus to favor gains for 30 minutes, or 50 minutes with the Connoisseur passive maxed. That's double favor on every kill, every quest reward, every event. The catch is that the recipe fragments and the ingredients needed to actually craft the recipe are spread out across all 3 factions, so you'll need to trade with players in other factions just to assemble the recipe, but also to make it. Check guild traders, mention it in zone chat, or chat with your guild. Everyone wants this tonic, so trades are easy to set up. Those are my top tips to help you get more out of the night market. If you've found something that's helped you in the zone, share it in the comments. There's still plenty of event left, and we can all use the help. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the night market.